Wreck Gar. I am only good for one thing. Garbage!
Hi everyone, Spider-Kel back again, and a very happy Easter. Today is Easter Sunday. I don't know if it will be by the time I get this up, because I am going round to my parents later on for a turkey dinner, which very much looking forward to. So depending on when I get back will depend on when I'll be able to get this video together and put it up. But nevertheless, happy Easter to you all anyway. A very happy day for me, because I'm a huge chocoholic. I can't go a day without chocolate, and I always give chocolate up during Lent, which for anyone who doesn't know, Lent is the 40 days from Shrove Tuesday up to Easter Day, where the idea is you give something up or you take something up, and it's the whole period up to Easter Sunday, and I always give up chocolate for two reasons. I've always held Lent. And also it's just kind of like one of those things where it's like to prove you can do it, you know, the whole strong will sort of thing. The fact that I was sat there at 5:12 this morning eating a huge bar of Galaxy doesn't have anything to do with it, you know, but I did it. I'm very proud. I managed to give up chocolate, so yeah, that's it for another year. I'm not doing it again. Oh god, it killed me. Especially this week, it's like the final leg, and I was at Alton Towers on Thursday, and everyone seemed to be eating chocolate around me. It was killing me. Everywhere I looked, there's a Yorkie, there's some mini eggs, and so, oh god. Anyway, besides that, so I thought today I would come on, wish you all a happy Easter, and throw a review in there as well. And today I'm going to be reviewing one of my favourite characters from Transformers Animated, and that character is Wreck Gar. Now this guy only shows up in 2 episodes. Now I haven't seen the last episode of Transformers Season 3. I don't quite know why, to be honest. I've just not really sat down and watched it. I think it's because I know that Season 3 is kind of like supposed to be the last ever. And it's like one of those things where you know that once you've watched it, that's it. You'll never see another brand new one again. So I really should watch it though. I really should. But anyway, of all the episodes I've seen, he only appears in 2. But that said, they're 2 of the best episodes there is. And he is he's definitely up there as one of my favourite characters. I love this guy. He first shows up in Season 2, where a fragment of the Allspark has landed in a pile of garbage and basically creates Wreck Gar. Now he awakens to wonder who he is, why he's there. He doesn't have a clue, doesn't know his name, doesn't know anything, and he wanders about quite aimlessly, and quite basically anything that anyone says, he will do it. He meets up with the Angry Archer, one of the also wonderful human villains in Transformers Animated that we all love so much. Yeah, I love him. So he meets up with Angry Archer, who basically gives him the name Wreck Gar. He's been referred to at one point as a walking wreck pile of garbage or something along those lines. And he tells Angry Archer, and Angry Archer's like, oh, that is far too long a name. We shall simply refer to you as Wreck Gar. And that's pretty cool. I love how his name comes about, how it's put together. And so Angry Archer's basically saying, you know, you should rob things with me. Okay, I'll rob things with you. Then he meets up with the Autobots, who tell him that he should catch the bad guy. So he goes after Angry Archer and gets hold of him and throws him in the air in order to catch him. Which is how blindly he follows orders. He takes things very literal. Which is so funny. And then he says that he's an Autobot. To which Ratchet tells him, no, you are not an Autobot, you never will be an Autobot. So he walks off. Then he meets up with Lugnut, who asks, are you an Autobot? No, I'm not an Autobot and never will be an Autobot. So you must be a Decepticon. So yes, and I love the fact he keeps on reaching at his back and pulls out the symbols every single time. He pulls out the Autobot, then rips it off. Pulls up the Decepticon symbol. It's like, where is he getting them from? But I just, brilliant. And then, obviously at the end, he turns into an Autobot, saves American and the city and all of that, and then it's up at the bottom of the ocean. Now, one thing I love about Wreck Gar is all the G1 references he has. For example, I love how when Lugnut's there with the bomb in his hand and he's Wreck Gar saying, "Ah, it's the universal greeting, bah, weep gran, ah, weep ninny bong," and I love that bit. But my favourite of them all has to be where he's on the barge and Ratchet says, "Don't be so stupid," and Wreck Gar replies, "I am Wreck Gar, I dare to be stupid," which is obviously in reference to the Weird Al Yankovic's Dare to be Stupid song from Transformers the movie, which when I heard that I just a great big smile on my face thinking that is one of the best G1 references of them all. I loved it. He makes a reappearance in Season 3, a rather awesome reappearance in Season 3, as Sari is returning from Dinobot Island and says, "We really need a hero," and Wreck Gar, having referred to himself as a hero all the way through the first episode he's in, then says, "Did somebody say a hero?" and comes bounding out the ocean and goes off to help them. And that is just, it's kind of like he's been forgotten by Season 3, still at the bottom of the ocean, no one really knows he's still alive. So at this point he comes crashing out and it's brilliant. And he has a very, very good episode again. It's very, very funny lines, very, very good one-liners. And he's so much fun. As I say, only gets 2 episodes, which is a shame. It would have been great to have seen more of him. But the little we do see of him are awesome episodes. So that's pretty much Wreck Gar. A fantastic character. Now, the figure himself, one thing I love about him is his face. That is just, it's such a good moulding for his face. I mean, the little smirk in his mouth there and everything. And I love as well how, in the cartoon as well as on the figure, his head has been designed to look like an old TV set with the handle on. Which is like, obviously I think to replace the fact that he doesn't talk TV, but his head's a TV, so that's another good G1 reference. Overall, this figure is just, it's a fantastic figure, a nice big deluxe size as well, and with this great big garbage thing on the back. The only problem I have with it is this thing, really. You know, it's that big that he ends up being very back heavy. If you can get him to balance and stand, you know, you don't touch him again. But one thing you can do obviously is lift these down as supports, which looks a bit but at the end of the day, I mean, what I do is I have them displayed on my shelf at the back, so you're kind of like resting up against the back, which is a shame you have to do that, but you know, that's the way it goes. I mean, there's not much you can do. Overall though, fantastic figure. Really, really good. I mean, I've always wanted to get this. I found him in Toys R Us and it'd been reduced down to half price, and it was a case of, oh, I don't care, I'm getting it, you know. A fantastic figure. Really, really well designed. So what I'll do is I'll go on to the transformation. So I'll see you in a little bit.